It's your boy Josh, aka Jay the Mustang, and I'm with Fly Talk Live.
Yes, sir.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we back again, another edition of Fly Talk Live. Right now, introduce one of my homeboys, been my homeboy for over 10 years. My boy Josh, aka telling your name.
Jay the Mustang,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We live with it.
live
So
with it.
how you been, man? How you feel?
Feeling pretty good, man. I'm in a pretty good mindset right now.
That's
You know,
important, man.
focused.
Okay. What's been new with you so far, man? What you been up to?
Shoot, focused on really this big fight I got coming up next Saturday, May 20th. Y'all don't want to miss it.
May 20th. J Mustang.
That's right. And I've been training hard, working, um, and still trying to balance out, normal life, family life, and all that.
Okay. So what's been like what's the main thing that got you into doing MMA?
See, I always, I always liked watching fights. People think because I fight, like I've been in a lot of scraps and stuff, but really I didn't. I didn't grow up fighting. I didn't grow up, get kicked out of school for fighting and all that stuff. It really just, I think it really was just in me because my old man, he used to box and stuff. So it's your boy Jay the Mustang. Y'all tune in to my fight May 20th at the Dordt Financial Center. You do not want to miss this. Someone's going to sleep.
Is that right there would motivate you to want to get into that too? Or?
Yeah, and it was like he used to box, and he would like. Remember when I was a teenager, he tried to get me to go in there and spar. It was actually, it's a funny story behind this. Clarissa Shields was in there at the time. We was kids. She was beating on some boy up in the ring, sparring with him, and Pops was like, "Hey man, she's pretty good. Like, she's up and coming. Like, how about you get in there with her?" I'm like,
Oh,
I'm like, I ain't trying to hit no girl. I ain't trying to,
Man.
I ain't trying to fight no girl. He's like, oh what, you scared? She might whoop you. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
and if you
So
know who, if y'all out there, y'all know who Clarissa Shields is. She the world champion, the best female boxer, probably the best boxer we have seen in years,
oh yeah,
regardless of gender. So
yeah, she's really holding it down right now. But yeah, and so I knew at that time, like, fighting wasn't even on my mind. I was already off into the street stuff and smoking. I wasn't taking care of my health and stuff. So the fighting thing really came along, you know, while I was incarcerated.
Yeah, tell us about that, man. Like about being locked down, man. How was it, man? Like mentally on you.
Yeah, it was mentally. It really tests your mental toughness, your mental strength. Being down in a dark place like that, it makes you look within yourself. Like, I know I'm greater than this. I know this ain't me. I made a poor choice and I ended up here. So what is it? What is it? What is it that I can do? And I always watched fights growing up and stuff. So I used to watch like the UFC fights in there. I used to watch boxing matches, and I used to be like, you know what? Like, I think I can get in there and do that. I think I can beat some of these guys. Like, and I used to hold on to a lot of anger when I was in there
Mm-hmm.
during my incarceration, and I used to just blow up. I'd blow up on people, and I'd blow up on some of my homeboys, like some people I was cool with in there. And one of them told me, like, you know what, man, you got all this aggression and stuff, and you got all this anger, and why don't you You gotta let that stuff out. Like, you know, why don't you go fight or something? Like, I'm like, uh, I'm like, that don't sound like a bad idea. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And so while I was in there, I made my mind up when I get out, that's what I'm gonna do. And I was working out heavy, I was lifting heavy, I was taking care of my body. I was in physical shape, and everybody was, you know, I'd have guys tell me like, man, like, no homo, but you looking good, man. Like, how'd you get there? I'm like, man, just working, man, just staying dedicated to it. And so I guess I had the physique also for it. So I was like, all right,
Okay.
I think I can do this, you know.
So how long was you in there for? Like take us through the journey of just how many years and what motivates you throughout those.
Absolutely. I did 9 years, 9 years up in there, and what kept me pushing was like my family support. The family support is big. Thank God, you know, God is a big part.
Definitely.
Without God, I wouldn't be, you know, right here talking to y'all. But yeah, it motivated me to keep going. Uh, I'd open up the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and I get my spiritual food, and you know, strengthen my mind. It strengthens your mental toughness, like I said too. Just being in there like that, away from everybody, away from society. You don't have the distractions, the temptations that are out here.
Mm-hmm.
So it gave me time to really focus on on knowing myself.
Yeah,
Getting to, you know, you got to know yourself and know your place, you know, in this world.
for sure. So when you got out, what was like some long-term goals you set for yourself?
Long-term goals when I got out was I said I'm gonna get into the fight game. You know, I knew it wasn't gonna be easy. You know, um, and you know that's obviously something that I wanted to do, but I also like I wanted basically long-term goal was like to make it up out of Flint, make it up out of here, make it you know, make it to somewhere better. You know, this is which is still a goal, but it's still something I'm working towards. But yeah, just basically do better, achieve better. You know, because it's better out here, but it's not just gonna fall in our lap.
Hell
We
yeah.
got to go get it. You know, so and if anyone knows about Flint or is from Flint or has been here, they know it's not a very pretty city to be in. And most of us are trying to get up out of here, but don't know how to. You know, so you just gotta keep pushing forward. You just gotta
Keep on
keep on
pushing.
pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm talking about. And
absolutely.
I know definitely, you know, I couldn't imagine, you know what I'm saying, doing 9 years and then you coming back out to the world and everything is different now.
Oh yeah,
Like
oh yeah.
how did you go about adjusting to that?
It was a culture shock at first. Like walking in public areas, like the store and stuff. I used to. I was like, man, like why's everybody looking at me? Or why
It's
they?
different.
I used to feel like, you know, just like Tupac, all eyes on me, like, but not
Yeah.
in a good way. You know, I used to feel like,
Eyes on me.
man, do they know? Like, do they look at me as a criminal, or you know?
Yeah.
So it was kind of different at first, but it took some adjustments, you know. But
Mm,
adjusted pretty well after that, you know.
for sure. For sure. What's the it's a random question. I gotta throw random questions out there.
Okay, okay, go for it.
What's the first meal you got when you got out? See, I would went to Carl's Jr.'s or something. You know, I like burgers.
First
So,
meal, okay. Bob Evans.
down on the farm.
Bob Evans
Yeah.
breakfast was the first stuff I ate when I got out.
Man, you threw down,
Pancakes, bacon, sausage, oh yeah, all that.
huh?
Oh yeah.
Threw down,
Oh yeah.
man.
After eating that prison slop, I was like, come on with it. Let me get some
Man.
real food up in here.
Did that like up the morale for you and everything too? Like damn, I'm out, I'm eating what I want, I'm around loved ones,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
everything, yeah.
Ne- and it taught me never to take nothing for granted. Never to take this food in front of me or couch I'm sitting on. Don't take nothing for granted because it could all be taken away from you just like that.
Man. Facts. That's the big that's a whole quote for this whole interview right now. So what is like a challenge for you? What's the biggest challenge for you so far, like just with life in general? So I know you're a father too now, so congratulations publicly on that too as
Oh yeah,
well.
thank you. Biggest challenge is balance. Trying to balance out fatherhood, family life with work life and MMA. Just trying to balance everything out and make time for everything. I think can be a big challenge. And if you're distracted with all these things, with the temptations of the world and stuff, it can throw you off. It can, there's times when I gotta pray like, God, man, help me. I'm getting too distracted. Out here, I need to get back focused. And you kind of got to pull yourself back into it because it's easy to get sidetracked out here.
Oh man, real easy, real easy. And that's like one of the first things you start to learn too when you out. Is like, damn, there's distractions at every corner you turn.
Everywhere, man.
Literally. And you do not want to go to one of those wrong corners and end up in a trap that just kind of sets you back from everything that you already done positively achieved from that point. So you don't ever want to take them steps back. But I definitely get when you get out, you just want to experience life. And, at the end of the day, God ain't make nobody perfect. We
That's
all
right.
got to bump our head. It's all about lessons learned and receiving the blessings from the lessons we learn from it. So kind of going into the next question, what are some people who inspires you or influenced you? Even be yourself too.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say my mama, she inspired me a lot. Just having to raise 5 kids by herself and go through the stuff she did, seeing her go through the stuff she did when I was as a youngin, and still make it, to where she is now. Like that was real, real motivation for me to look towards and like just certain people, certain people around me. Like I see the work ethic, and I'm like, Stash, you for instance, like the work ethic, it pushes me to want to grind harder because I'm like, I can't just be, sitting here and everybody around me's moving at a fast pace and I'm stagnant. It's like,
hey, but we all work together, so that's why we here.
That's right.
Off the record of the interview, you know what I'm saying? Like I know from the last episodes y'all seen, episodes for 4 and 5, y'all know they're my homeboys. So we for life. My win is y'all win. So end of the day, we all in this together. So it's lonely at the top if you allow it to be. I'm gonna have my people with me. That's a bar. That's a bar. Hell yeah. So we're gonna leave them with this, man. What's something that you want to leave to your fans and the audience out there, man? Like some inspirational stuff.
Well, I want y'all to know whatever it is that you want to do, don't let your own thoughts or no one else get in your head say you can't do it. You can do it. I never thought I'd be fighting, doing this crazy stuff. But here I am doing it, trying to make something out of it. And, y'all can do the same with whatever y'all want to do. Like anything's possible. Just remember, hard work, consistency, never doubt yourself. That one little bit of doubt can be the downfall. Just have confidence in yourself and your capabilities and you go far. That's 100.
Man, words to live by my boy Jay the Mustang.
Go, let's go. Hey y'all can catch me on IG Jay the Mustang, or you can catch me on my Snap JVern810. Just get it.
Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for us with this edition of Fly Talk Live. I'm your host, Jay Stats. And don't forget, DM me to be a guest on the show because we live. Yeah.
We should lock these doors now. Said she wanna get fly, drop a band on it. She a big fan, let her blow on it. Shawty, she a go straight pro on it.